Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Geminis where we take a look at the changes and blessings coming your way in the next couple of weeks. If these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you're after a private reading, I do have those links down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my dearest Geminis for their highest and greatest good. All right, so we have broken heart, okay. We have the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, okay. And we have journey. Okay, Gemini, so a lot of you I'm connecting with are single. You may be mending a broken heart. I feel like you're really questioning, some of you are questioning your intuition because there may have been a situation here that you didn't see coming. But I feel like you're meant to be on your own at this time with this journey card. You're on a very personal, very introspective journey. And it may be one where someone can't quite accompany you. And for those of my Geminis where you're loved up or you're in a relationship or that's not the case, it just feels like you're doing a lot of healing work. You're on a very spiritual journey. And again, it's a bit of a solo journey, even if you're not actually alone, right? And we see caring connections, so beautiful. So I do feel like there's love and support around you. For some of my Geminis, I do feel like I'm connecting with some Geminis here who may have lost a loved one recently. So I'm sending you a lot of peace and ease during this difficult time. You may also be seeing this person or seeing little reminders of them. For some of you, it is going to be like little flickering lights is what I'm getting. Like little, sparks or light flickers here, kind of like we see in that journey card, okay? But yeah, I feel like too, some of my gems, you've been hurt here. And I feel like you have been on this solo journey, but I don't think you're going to be alone for very long, Gemini. Now, this is not meant to be specifically a love reading. Some of you, it could be going into business with someone. It could also be that there's a caring connection with a family member, a friend, some type of soulmate here that's going to either help you heal or maybe even, help you grow your wealth, your abundance. So let's see. We've got the broken heart. Okay, you've been holding back, Gemini. My gems, you've been healing. Doesn't necessarily mean you've been isolating, but you've been holding back, you've been saving. Again, some of you, this might be where you experienced financial loss and you're just putting back together the pieces, okay? Beautiful. Archangel Metatron is a powerful angel to connect with. And I'm getting that his message here is you have all the tools that you need, Gemini, with this Magician card. You can create the life, the love, the happiness that you truly want. With the sixth chakra, it is going to require you to do a lot of visualization. So I do think a lot of you are starting to drop into that energy where we visualize, that life of abundance, that caring connection, the life that we want to live. I feel like you're already feeling it, you're seeing it. And with this journey, we have death and rebirth energy. So there's a major rebirth here for my Geminis. And it's been a journey that you've had to take on your own. Again, whether that's an internal thing or whether it's just you've been single or you just have felt alone in the world, there's a major, major transformation here for you. It's big, okay? It's big. It's something you've been waiting for, something you've been saving up for. And I feel like the path forward is going to become abundantly clear for my Geminis. Now with the Seven of Swords in reverse, there could be heartbreak because you were being deceived by someone. This could be a bank, this could be a lawyer, this could be a friend, a family member, a lover, a partner. But I do think that you're healing from this, but you have been giving yourself that time, holding back and healing, okay? So, and that's exactly what you've needed to do. You've needed to do this introspection. So let's go ahead and see clear messages, advice, and guidance. Why do we have the Four of Pentacles here? All right, the Page of Swords, okay. There might have been considerable gossip around you, around this connection. Some of my gems I'm hearing like, I can't handle your words right now. So, maybe even friends and family were trying to weigh in, give you advice. I kind of feel like you didn't need it, right? Even though my Geminis tend to be chatty. I say we because I'm a Venusian Gemini. And, you know, we do thrive on communication. I feel like there's a point here where you just kind of needed silence. You kind of needed to be in hermit mode. And the Page of Swords, and maybe because there was considerable gossip or drama or toxicity linked to this broken-hearted energy, or maybe just because you knew you needed to go through this on your own and quietly. Okay, and we see, yeah, there we go, High Priestess. The High Priestess is going to pull herself back. She's gonna be very hard. She's an unattainable energy in a lot of ways for other people. You know, in the sense, kind of like the hermit who goes up to the top of the mountain. He's purposefully isolated. He's purposely far away from other people so he can drop into that quiet contemplation, get right, find his center, figure out the way forward. And I feel that way with the High Priestess. A lot of my gems out there I'm connecting with, you are high priests and high priestesses. You're very intuitive beings. I also feel too, there might be a little bit of a frustration here, and I was picking up on this earlier, that you didn't trust your intuition when it came to this person or situation. And it's kind of an interesting message, but you know, even the best of us can get duped by somebody very charming, and it may have even been a group of people that you felt like you were duped by. But don't beat yourself up here, Gemini, if that's the case. You're very, very highly intuitive. You may have seen what you wanted to see for a time period, but I think you're now seeing very clearly. And this has been a really tough lesson for a lot of my gems here. But Spirit's saying absolutely, your third eye is unblocked. You're seeing things clearly. You're seeing the path forward. You know what you've got to do. The Magician card is telling me, gems, you have all the tools that you need. I did see the Knight of Cups in reverse, which is certainly a player card. So some of you absolutely have experienced some sort of betrayal. Again, maybe not a lover, maybe a friend or, you know, business partner, maybe, you know, a colleague or something along those lines. But you've been doing that inner work, and you're the Magician. This is your energy. It's Virgo, Gemini energy. You're rejecting something. You're rejecting possibly, you know, you could even be breaking away from like ideals. You could be breaking away from systems or patterns of thought that you were raised with, maybe even like the culture of a company. Some of you might be switching political beliefs. You know, I feel there's just been this like heartbreaking kind of shakeup. And a lot of you were like, I can't believe I used to think like that, or I can't believe that I believed that. Like, where was my intuition? What was I seeing? And I feel like, my gems, there's a really strong message here of not to beat yourself up about the past, you know, especially if you're feeling duped. There's a beautiful offer coming your way. You know, you're not going to see it coming is what I'm seeing. This Magician is kind of looking down. He's focused on his own game here. And we see there's an offer coming in. So some of you, it's going to be a phone call. Like I heard like an old fashioned phone, and we get the Queen of Swords energy in reverse. It could be the past calling you, hitting you up here. Be aware of that. A lot of you are going to reject the past. Some of you, you're going to reject past systems of beliefs that were deeply ingrained in you. Like I'm getting for some of my Geminis, this is like, we're really talking about you like changing, like, you know, religious beliefs, political beliefs, things that you've believed in for a really long time. I see you rejecting them because they no longer serve you or it no longer makes sense to you. And you know what? When we all grow and we change and we mature, we have to give ourselves the right to, you know, change based upon our experiences and based upon, you know, what we see and how we see the world, right? So I do feel for some of you, it's an ideological shift. But for a lot of my gems here, you know, it very well might be somebody here who broke your heart coming back around, and we are in Mercury retrograde. And you know what? Raise your hand if an ex has hit you up. I mean, I don't like to bring myself into these readings, but it happened to me like, you know, random, totally rando, like, you know, a couple of days ago, and I was like, are we in Mercury retrograde? Oh, of course we're in Mercury retrograde. Like, you know, so, you know, this certainly could be an ex trying to slide into your DMs. You know, and I feel you rejecting that or rejecting this offer, rejecting anything that was like, some of you, you're just putting away your past. It could be also like bad behaviors. You know, some of you, you've really worked on leveling up. And so you're not, you know, you're not partying as much as you were, prioritizing, you know, party type energy. And again, you might have the past coming around to hit you up and you're like, I just see you rejecting that because your focus is on something very different. I do see you isolating a little bit here, maybe not fully and completely, Gemini, but I do see that you've been in this quiet contemplation and you're starting to see things very clearly. And with the Magician card, you're seeing what action needs to be taken. I think you're going to be communicating very clearly as well. And most likely cutting someone or something out of your life. Like, I just feel this is an energy of rejection. You saying no to someone or something. Giving yourself permission to, grow, evolve, mature. So with this journey and the death and rebirth, I mean, some of you, you're ending a relationship. You could be walking away from a job, a living situation, or like I said, for a lot of you, not a lot of you, but I am picking up on like a group of you that you're going through a major ideological shift when it comes to like religion or politics or something like that. But I'm seeing here with the death and rebirth card, you're ready for this journey. You're ready for this ending / new beginning. And it's going to transform everything, Gemini. It's such a huge weight lifted off of your shoulders too. Some of you, you're seeing very clearly the betrayal in a situation, and you're giving yourself permission to just not give a flying F about that person in that situation anymore and focus on you. Some of you, you're traveling. There's going to be a little bit of, the Five of Wands is a little bit of conflict. Whenever we start something new, it can be hesitation. And there's a learning curve to stepping out on your own, starting your own business, traveling by yourself. And maybe not all of you are doing these things by yourself, but I'm seeing there's a little bit of that conflict, a little bit of a bumpy road here with this transition, but it's a Five of Wands bumpy road. So in the end, it's not that big of a deal, but you're restless to move. You're restless to get things going. You're no longer willing to sit around and be complacent. Not after these downloads that you've received, not after having this clear vision, this clear gift of sight. You know that it's time to make some moves here. And we see this Knight of Cups coming back around in reverse, who to me is just somebody here that wanted to be indulged or wasn't who they said they were. Yeah, and it feels like there was a situation that I think you're just seeing the truth of it, to be honest. You're seeing the truth of the person, the situation, and you're ready to move on. Has it been easy? No, it certainly hasn't. But let's go ahead and take a look at the messages we have for you for career and finance. So clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis. When it comes to career and finance, we get fast changes. I'm wondering who else got this. It might have been Aries, but I'm not sure. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. Go with the flow. Yeah, you're ready. Fast changes coming in. You might also be switching it up on someone. You might find out somebody here was betraying you, and you're like, you know what? You're just so out of there, packing your bags, on your own path. And we see outside forces. So unknown figures are driving the situation. You may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon and you will be okay. Yeah, and again, maybe some of you too, like there may have been third-party interference. Some of you, it may be a company or a job that was just, I just get like low vibrational, like there was, maybe they were dishonest, or I don't know, it wasn't what it seemed to be. It was definitely something that was draining your energy. And I'm getting a level of corruption here as well, which is a message that doesn't normally come through in my readings, Gemini. But like I'm seeing that there, either it was a relationship or it was like a job or a situation where there was some corruption that you didn't see originally, but you started to get wind of it. And like, this is not in alignment with my values, my morals, who I am. Yeah. And I did think it led to you being a bit frozen. There may be a hiring freeze or no new work. Now, being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you in the door. But I actually think you're defrosting, right? We see that here with this four of swords. He kind of looks like he's on ice there. Yeah, things are definitely shifting and changing. You're getting to the heart of the matter. And what I'm seeing is you're pulling the trigger. You're making changes. You're not afraid to go off on this journey on your own, which again, literally doesn't necessarily mean you're completely alone. But you're ready for it's a journey you and only you can take here, Gemini. And I mean, it feels good. My heart goes out to you because I know it certainly hasn't been easy. When it comes to love and relationships for my Geminis, please. Talking. Okay, so you might be talking to someone new. You might also get a blast from the past here. It's coming through really strong. You may or may not talk to this person. It's going to be completely up to you. For a lot of you, you're going to hear from this person. Maybe you're going to even hear them out and you're going to be like, why did I ever like you? Or why did I ever give you so much power over me or my life? So I do feel that way. I feel like a lot of you, like there's just something here that's not good enough. And it might even be something that really shocks you, because this could be somebody that you were like deeply in love with, or somebody that you really, really wanted. But Spirit's saying, no fear, Gemini, I'm sending you a new soulmate here. And maybe you have to be on your own for a little bit before that happens, but it's coming. Ooh, what a night. I mean, I actually like these messages. Like I said, my heart goes out to you because I do see that there's been a heartbreaking situation here that you've been healing from, but I feel like you're just so much stronger. All right, let's go ahead and see what blessings are coming towards my Geminis at this time. Joy. Yeah, bringing back joy. And this is a hummingbird. And this hummingbird it's in another deck, actually the other deck that I'm going to use. It's about staying present, enjoying the sweetness of life. So you're going to be bringing back that joy, Gemini, and transmutation, Phoenix rising from the ashes. There it is with the Death card. Yeah, there's going to be a huge shift for you. And a lot of you've had to retreat. You've had to retreat. Maybe you're in retreat mode. Be kind to yourself. Do the right thing for you, Gemini, okay? All right, so let's see clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis. Final messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis. We get a rebirth is assured. Look at that, 3 cards here saying there's going to be a rebirth. The Phoenix rising from the ashes, and let it shine. In doing so, 46 breaking down to a 10. There's going to be a new beginning here. It's going to be luxurious. It's going to be abundant. It's going to be in alignment with you. And this is my gems coming out like, a Gemini in general loves to be social, loves to be seen. And this is it. You're going to be peacocking, Gemini. You're going to be strutting your stuff after this. After this journey, for sure. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending my Geminis out there so much love and light. If these messages do resonate, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light, Geminis. Take care.